Hi, I'm Weston. I love talking about the Astros, and I'm here to talk about Game 2 of the regular season when the Astros wiped their feet on the face of the Los Angeles Angels 13-6, and it at one point was 12-2. So this was quite a dominant win following a pretty nail-biting win yesterday by the Astros. There's a lot to talk about. There are 13 Astro runs alone to talk about, so without further ado, let's get going. First inning, Jose Altuve, moonshot, demolishes it, 104 off the bat, a 930 expected batting average. He demolished that ball, and it's 1-0 Astros. The Mini-Goat made his appearance early in this game, and then went quiet for the rest of it, but he made his presence known. However, then you head to the bottom half of the first inning, and the Angels would score a pair. Jared Walsh would single to score to make it a 1-1 game, and then there would be a pass ball. Maldonado really should have had it. You would have liked him to. He had a couple of drop strike threes tonight, but I mean, we won 13-6. I'm not going to complain a whole lot, but you'd really like that to not happen. The pass ball, it's 2-1 Angels, and then you get a little bit nervous because Jacob Rizzi, rough first inning, rough defensive inning for Maldi, and you go, oh, this could get out of hand quick. And it really didn't. And I said it to begin it where I said, oh, the Astros wiped their feet on the face of the Los Angeles Angels. And, kind of, but also not. I mean, yeah, we won 13-3, but for a very long while, this was a tight-knit game. There was that, and then in the fourth, Aledmys Diaz would homer to make it a 2-2 game, and then you head to the fifth inning. And I'm going to sing the praises of Jose Siri now, because in the fifth inning of this tie game, Jose Siri leads off the inning with a bloop single, and he gets to work. Steals second base, Maldonado flies out, he tags up to third base, Altuve grounds to third, Jose Siri stares the third baseman into his soul, heads back to third, and then as soon as he throws it, hauls for home, and he is safe by a mile. He would have been safe if the throw was perfect, and I mean, the throw basically sailed into the next zip code. I don't know what that was, but you hear the buzzwords a lot of game-changing speed and wreaking havoc on the base path. This was what that actually looks like. Jose Siri got a run out of nothing. Then in the sixth inning, knock knock, guess who? Alex Bregman on the revenge tour, who also had a gorgeous diving play earlier in the game. His defense looks better than ever through the first two games, and I know it's only the first two games. There's still 160 left, but boy oh boy, his defense looks fantastic. He homers in the second straight game, and it's 4-2 Astros. And again, through the first six innings, this was a pretty close game. It was anyone's game to win or lose. And then in the seventh inning, the Astros won it. Super awesome moment to begin the seventh inning. Jeremy Pena, who had already gotten a hit tonight, gets his first career home run to make it a 5-2 Astros lead while his parents were being interviewed. And man, you can't draw it up any better than that. What a moment for him and his family. That was just wholesome 100. Then after that, Jose Siri would single, Martin Maldonado would walk, Altuve would strike out, oddly enough. That's a bit of a role reversal right there. Michael Brantley would double, that would make it a 6-2 Astros lead. Alex Bregman, the weird hit king, gets another weird one that bounces off of two players. He scores a run. That would make it 7-2 Astros. Yordan Alvarez rips one for a double. That would make it 8-2 Astros. There would be a mound visit. They keep on trucking. Aledmys Diaz singles to make it 9-2 Astros. Kyle Tucker announces himself with a towering home run to make it 12-2 Houston. And he was not done for the evening. Also in the same inning, Jeremy Pena comes back up to bat and doubles and missed a second home run by a matter of feet. That was so close, but that was about it for scoring for the Astros. In the ninth, Kyle Tucker would homer again, his second of the night, so that was pretty darn neat. The Angels would score a few more runs throughout then, but 12-2 was more or less your real final score, and after that it was just garbage time. And while the pitching side of it's a different story, you can look up and down the offensive side of the lineup tonight, and you cannot tell me a bad player. Jose Altuve led off the game with a home run and would drive home another one with that ground-out RBI that Jose Siri would score on. Michael Brantley had a double that would have an RBI scored. Alex Bregman had 2 hits and a home run. Yordan Alvarez only had the double, but did have an RBI, and all 4 of his at-bats tonight ended with balls in play that were hit at over 100 miles an hour. He was smoking the ball tonight. Aledmus Diaz had a pair of hits, one of them being a home run for a pair of RBIs. Kyle Tucker had 2 home runs tonight for 4 RBIs. Jeremy Pena had a 3-hit evening, the first 3-hit evening of his career, the first hit of his career, by the way, and then the first and second extra base hit that both came in the same inning. Side note, this was funny. Jeremy Pena has a 3-hit game tonight. Cody Bellinger has not had a 3-hit game since the start of 2020. Difference being, this is Jeremy Pena's second game. Jose Siri had a great night. He had an incredible diving catch to save a run early in this game, but he had a pair of hits. Maldonado didn't have any hits, but got on base. He had a walk and a run scored. Like, everyone reached tonight. Everyone in the starting 9 had a good game. The pitching staff gets a little bit more convoluted. I thought Jake Odorizzi had an okay night. 2 strikeouts, 4 innings pitched, no walks, gave up a pair of earned runs. I thought he was fine. He got much better as the game progressed. Then you bring in Rafael Montero. He had a very nice evening. He had an inning of work, just struck a guy out. Only 14 pitches. He was very efficient. Blake Taylor would only get to work for 2/3 of an inning, but it was pretty darn good. Didn't allow a run, did allow a hit, got a strikeout. Brian Abreu came in and was shockingly good. Inning and a third, he dealt really nicely. Pair of strikeouts, gave up a hit, but Brian Abreu looked great. And on the note of Brian Abreu, he had the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th hardest thrown pitches tonight. He was zipping them in. He touched 99 3 different times. So boy oh boy, the fastball was ripping for Brian Abreu. Pedro Baez would come in and not look good. 2/3 of an inning, 3 earned runs, no strikeouts. It's not what you're hoping for. Ronel Blanco came in and he looked okay, would give up a run, got a strikeout, gave up a pair of hits. He looked okay, to be decided on him, just not enough to go over yet. But this was just a dominant win by the Astros, especially in the 7th inning. And, I mean, wow, the offense reminded everyone that they are here. I mean, only took them 2 games to get to double-digit runs scored. Wow, just wow. And also, one last little thing before I head out for the evening. The Astros, as a team this evening, had an expected batting average of .342, which is bonkers. And that's really all I have to say for the evening. The Astros follow up a solid opening night win, where you win 3-1. Nothing too bad about that, with an absolute just curb stomping of 13-6 in Game 2. We play again tomorrow. That is at 9:07 Eastern, 8:07 Central. And boy, oh boy, is that pitching matchup going to be fun. The Astros send out Justin Verlander for the first time since Game 1 of 2020. And the Angels send out new addition Noah Syndergaard. 2 guys coming off of Tommy John surgeries relatively recently. Noah Syndergaard pitched a few innings last year, but still not a lot. And, I am just so excited for that matchup tomorrow. Anyway, I will be here afterwards to talk about it, and that is all I have to say for the evening. So, thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic evening, and as always, go Astros.